Callum, after the week off, it must be good to have the prospect of a game this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. It was it's a weird one because obviously games come thick and fast, and you have a game every weekend. So to have no game a weekend during the season, it's a bit of a strange one, especially because it weren't like a game that was called off. But yeah, they're definitely looking forward to getting back out there and playing a game rather than just training.
Did it feel strange at 3 o'clock on Saturday? Think I should be somewhere else?
Yeah, it's a weird one. Because obviously it's nice when you have a break in the summer, but after about a week or two, you get a bit bored, and it's just good to be back around the place. But yeah, I watched. I didn't watch any games live, but I watched most of the games on TV. But yeah, it's just strange not having to have a game on a Saturday. But again, it was good to get kind of a bit of rest and ready to go again for this week.
And I suppose that's it. The positive side of that was that, as you say, with games coming thick and fast, you do get a bit of a rest, allow the legs and the heads as well maybe to recharge for the push in the second half of the season.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't as busy as normal fixtures over Christmas and New Year. But yeah, of course, other people are playing games in the trophy and obviously advancing in the trophy, so they're going to have more games to play and more midweek games to play as well. And obviously seeing Lincoln and Sutton in the FA Cup, they've already played the 2 extra games, so they're going to have a kind of backlog of fixtures, which as the season goes on, obviously it's going to be harder mentally and more physically for them, and hopefully we can take advantage of that by only having the league games to play for.
And it's with 3 wins in a row, 4 wins in the last 5. There's that momentum building, and it's important to continue that and really build on that platform that you've given yourselves. Yeah,
definitely. I think we kind of turned the corner, and I felt we had to, because otherwise the season was getting away from us, and things do move and change quickly in football. I feel we needed to get the results against Woking. If we'd have dropped any points there, not only for points on the board, but kind of momentum and, like I said, that psychological side of it. So that was pleasing, but to follow it up with a win here as well against Southport was just as important. Otherwise, them other results wouldn't have been as big for us.
You say you used the phrase "turning a corner." What has happened to get the team around that corner?
Obviously, with Reynolds, we went through a bit of a sticky patch, but we weren't playing badly. That's the thing. A few times we weren't getting sort of the rub of the green, and luck wasn't going our way. But off the pitch, on the training pitch, I think that the level has got back to where it was earlier in the season, and it's shown on the pitch. It's not anything completely different we haven't been doing, but by setting them high standards, being able to do that, like I said, only having the league fixtures now, and it's obviously shown in the games, but we need to try and keep that standard and maintain it for the rest of the season. There's no reason why we can't do it.
The gaffer has just highlighted that the away form, saying that needs to improve. Clearly the home form at the Ebb Stadium is one of the best, if not the best, in this division, but what can lift the away form to that next level?
I think sometimes the way we approach the games, just the mentality, getting ready for the game. Obviously we know when we're at home the pitch is always going to be decent, good conditions, we've got good support here. So yeah, it's just a case of mentally preparing, I think, because physically and tactically we're prepared correctly. So yeah, but we've had some good away wins this season. And the way we've kind of done it, ones that kind of stick out to me is Dover away. Played really well first half and dug in to get the result in the second half, which shows good character. And same with Woking on New Year's Day. It wasn't our best performance this season, but everyone dug in, showed character and kept going to the end. And like we seen probably 2 months ago, them last minute goals were going in against us, and now it's going in for us. So, but yeah, like you said, last 3 games we've won, and we need to keep that momentum and try and build on it if we want to be successful.
But the team are averaging a point per away game so far, and I suppose that's that's the cliche. You win your home games and you draw your away games. And at the moment, we're doing that. So there's always room for improvement, but it's not a bad situation that we're starting from.
Yeah, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, like you said, if you win your home games, and our home form is decent, but winning away games is massive because it gives us that extra platform. And then going into games at home, I wouldn't say there's as much pressure, but if you're getting points away from home as well, if you're dropping maybe 2 points, only getting a draw at home, it's not the end of the world because you're still picking up those points away. So yeah, it's one of them ones where we've had some good away performances. Probably our best one was away at Torquay, where we battered them. Yeah. I've not been in a game like that for I can't remember how long without scoring. So, but like I said, just in them crucial moments, like at the Woking, getting the goals when it counts, really, to get the 3 points.
And the aim for Gateshead, it's not in the manager's nature, the team's nature, to go for a draw, but I think they're a second half team. I think they score 3/4 of their goals in the second half. So that maybe that blueprint from Dover to be really good in the first half and then dig in the second, that's perhaps going to be a good way of going to Gateshead and getting a result.
Yeah, no, it's something that we are aware of. Sorry, and again, it's that concentration and the psychological, mental aspect of it, of knowing that you're going to have to dig in for, it's not 90 minutes, it's 95, 96 minutes. And like I said, it only takes a second to score a goal, like we found out at Woking. So yeah, we know it's going to be tough up there. We need to be ready for to win the battle first and foremost, and then hopefully with our ability we can push on from there.
And finally, we've said it so often recently because it's needed to be said, but going to Gateshead, all the fans that make it up there, the players will really appreciate it, and once again they can make a difference. Might be relatively small in number, but they'll make themselves heard.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant making the journey up there. Obviously they've been brilliant all season. First game of the season was Barrow. So yeah, it's massive, and I heard there's a few heading up there. And yeah, it does make a difference. And it will do up there because it's quite open there. Whenever I've played there before, there's not like sort of a massive support there, and I wouldn't say it's the most vocal. So definitely to have them behind us, it will help us not only to try and get the result for us, but also for them to show appreciation to the effort that they're putting in and time to support us.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Callum. We'll all see you in Gateshead.
Cheers.